All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. I apologize for not doing the Morning Note yesterday. I ended my streak of consecutive days or months of doing the Morning Note without missing one. It was really since July 25th, I believe. Yesterday, I did miss the Morning Note due to the hiccups I had. I mean, that thing was just annoying. I wouldn't be able to get a word out. So trust me, you didn't miss much. Luckily, I got it fixed and I got to get on the radio with the server. So at least that. But hey, we're here. Good morning. No webcam on today. Basically in a hoodie and a scully on right now. Still fighting this allergies and postnasal drip crap I got. Pop some Allegra. Let's rock and roll, man. Time to get back to work, baby. All right, Dow futures down 71 points this morning. Nasdaq futures are up. Mega cap talks are up. We'll take a look at what's up pre-market. 17,144 on the Nasdaq again, new all-time highs. Boring. Dow futures again, new all-time highs. Boring. 48.30 on S&P futures, pulled back from all-time highs. 48.41. We're still not at SPX all-time highs yet. God, we're close. 47.81 is where we closed yesterday. The Russell's down 0.50%. We played Russell this week. We played gold this week. Gold got out to flat basically after a top down pulled back. That also hit some intraday highs as well. 10-year Treasury yields 3.828% this morning. That's up slightly, about 0.39%. In terms of basis points, 39 basis points. 73.60 on crude oil, down 0.66%, $2.14. For gasoline futures, down 0.66. Again, we talked about crude oil, the death cross. You need to start peeling out energy. Energy is going to take a step back. 2082 on gold. Again, that hit an intraday high. That pulled back a little bit. Again, we were long on that yesterday. We got stopped out for basically 10 ticks or one full handle, one full point. A gain at least, but again, pretty choppy on a slow, quiet tape. The Meltup. 24.40 on silver, down about 1%. Copper's down about 1% as well, $3.92. We're pretty close to that $4 level. The dollar getting was obliterated, pulling up today, 101.09. 1247 on the VIX, slightly up 0.32%. Pretty quiet out there, as we know. Short week. Euro dollar down 31 pips, 110.76. Dollar yen down 72, 141.09. Dollar Canadian dollar 132.11. That's flat. Pound dollar down 58 pips, 127.41. Bitcoin pulled back 42,790, down about 1.78%. Ethereum is up today 1.63% on futures contracts at 23.96. Good morning, everybody. As we know, Coinbase and Mara, the Bitcoin proxies, have absolutely been on fire. We talked about how high it has gotten in terms of RSI, and today it's pulling back, down by 5.3% pre-market off pre-market session today as crypto bulls lock in profits before the new year. The stock has closed green for 11 days in a row. Again, we've traded Mara up and down. So again, happy to trade it, and just couldn't get back in again, not with that move. So we'll see if we get an opportunity next year, which is really in one more day. Coinbase down 1.9% as ARK Invest sells more Coinbase shares. Allocates 92 million in ProShares Bitcoin futures based ETF. So there we go. Kathy Wood making some moves this morning, or apparently the news just came out. All right, let's take a look at some pre-market movers. See if I can bring this up here. All right, let's go and take a look, team. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Mara Digital, like we talked about, down about 7% this morning. Again, that was way overbought, as we talked about on the RSI. Apple's up this morning, hit some key support after the news that the Federal Appeals Court said that they don't have to stop selling the watch. This is exactly when the news happened. Pretty convenient to happen right at that support level there on the hourly. And again, a nice bounce off that support, as we could see, pretty clean. We are now kind of just chopping around here, 193.56. Really haven't broken out or anything. So Apple, not much to talk about here. But again, looks like a bear trap here for those who want to short Apple on that news. Tough one. Apple did not work out for me last week because it slid back with that Wednesday Grinchmas. But we'll see what we could do with Apple next year. Microsoft's up 0.24%. Nike's up slightly. Boeing is down 0.38%. Johnson & Johnson as well. Let's go to the S&P. AMD up another quarter point. We had the 145 calls for January 7th. We closed those yesterday for about 37%. We left a runner. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes with AMD. 146.39 today, so we'll see if we get that continuation. Moderna's up 0.45%. NVIDIA's up 0.37%. Amazon's up. Apple's up. Tesla's up 0.75%. That's starting to move. We talked about that yesterday on the radio, just the fact that it was just a little expensive in terms of what we're trying to do. Again, a short week. It's going to be expensive premiums. Still kind of knocking our head on that trend line resistance. So as much as Tesla is higher, at least that 263, 66, kind of within that same candle here on the daily. 270 seems to be in focus, don't get me wrong, but that's going to be a short-term play, and I just don't think it's worth the risk at this point. So could Tesla get more upside? Let's see where we close today. Again, if we're above this trend line and close above it, we did it yesterday, then I'd feel a lot more confident going into 2024 to play this gap fill here to 289 on Tesla. But until then, we wait. Let's go and take a look at the NASDAQ 100. Excuse me. PDD up 1.18%. Alphabet up 0.31%. What else is here? So mainly the mega cap stocks are up this morning, as we could see with NASDAQ futures leading the clubhouse, so to speak. So really not much to do here, to be completely honest. We did place some alerts on Amazon and Google, if you remember from the weekend watch list. Nothing has broken, unfortunately. 155.70, but holding up very well. Consolidating, I expect us to have another move higher. Why on Amazon? Because we still have that gap to fill at 163.06. So again, let's just wait for 155.70, let the market do the work for us, and then we'll go from there. Google had a pretty ugly day yesterday, but it's starting to get back a little bit here. Still need to get above 144.27, and then we could target 148 to around 152 in that zone. But until then, it's really not much to do in that aspect. We also had Intel this week. Intel is back up again, but you could see not the best candle here on the daily. We still have a gap to fill here at 48.25. So if we get any kind of pullback, that'll definitely be our target if we can get below maybe 49 or so. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'll place an alert here at 49. Well, let's do 49.50 just to, once we get below 50. But I still have a runner on Intel. They are for January, I think it was the 17th. Let me see. Yeah, January 19th. There we go. January 19th, Intel. And again, we are in the money, so at least that. We're just going to wait for the runners to do its work, and we'll go from there. Kind of the same as before. Yeah, unfortunately, not much to go by. I do have EEM calls, and this was a call for Masterclass. I'll go and show you guys. Take a look at this. I was working on some of the spreadsheets last night with the team, and we were looking at the Masterclass trades, and I was telling the team that we still got a couple open. So we took Intel for a double dip. That was nice, but here's the EEM trade. I filled the EEM January 19th, 2024, 41 strike calls at 27 cents. This option had 99,739 in volume at the time. So again, I still had that gap fill here at 41.38. I'll show you here in a second. 40.22 is where we got in, so we're pretty much green in terms of the stock price. But again, you're seeing a little bit of a pullback here, unfortunately. I did send out the good news this morning when it was up to Masterclass, so we're still watching it. Hopefully, maybe EEM plays ball with us and gets us in the green for either today or tomorrow. That'd be a nice little end of the year snack for Masterclass. But again, we still want to get above 40.29. That's where we are. And once we do, again, we still have up to here at 41.38 for that gap fill. Again, that would break out the highs from December. So that'll really give us the confidence moving forward. Again, unless we expect a big move, as of right now, again, we're still kind of pulling back from those highs. Get me back to 40.43, fingers crossed, today. and then maybe we could snack it out and just take what we could get before the end of the year. Again, 40% or so, but we'll go from there. But EEM looks pretty solid, and I'm pretty happy that we're in it. We are also in NEO. NEO, we had NEO is only down 11%, but again, NEO January 19th, 10 calls, 44. We had 8,900 volume there, so 1022 is that gap fill. I went ahead and drew that yellow line to show us the break level, which we got. And we're still kind of hovering around that 200 day. We broke above it. We're still above the 100, but still kind of consolidating. Again, I still fully expect this gap to fill here on NEO. So it might just take a little time, and that's why we bought some time. So we'll see what we get this morning. I apologize for my stuffiness and my voice this morning. Again, just battling the allergies, and I can't say cold, but we'll see. Other than that, just another day at the office. And any other questions, again, feel free to let us know in the comments section here in the video. And of course, we'll see you on the server. If you're interested in joining the Discord server, you saw a couple of excerpts of it. Make sure to take a look at the description box for the link of our website and join free plan. And we'll see you on the Discord server. Again, I appreciate you guys taking your holiday weeks off or your time out of your day to join me this morning. I know quiet market, all-time highs are still in effect in terms of what we're expecting. Hopefully S&P gets us there. S&P 500 closing record 48.18. We're at 47.81. We are oh so close. Fingers crossed till we get there. Let's see what we get. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next morning note. Cheers all.